welcome back to the Bianconerizone live at 5. Today is Tuesday, September 27th, I believe, 2022. My name is Julian Gennady, and with me is Alejandro Fancello. Buddy, how are you doing?
I'm tired.
You're tired. You told me right before we started that if there's not much to talk about, we might have a short one today. And I believe we might have a short one today because it is day, 10 of the international break, the final day. So that's a good thing. Then tomorrow, the players will start coming back, the ones who've played in the past couple of days. And we're going to gear up for Bologna. Match day 8, I believe it's Serie A. I can see it in your face and your attitude that you can't wait. But before we're going into Bologna, the title of the show is One Last Chance or something. And it has Max Allegri stapled to the front. When you mean by one last chance or this last chance, do you mean these next 2 games? Is that what you're meaning by that? Or are you meaning it until the World Cup, like that block?
No, I don't know about time frame. I was trying to say one last chance just for him. You know, okay, the last chance I nearly will give him, basically, because if he keeps if he keeps the same pace, then surely it's done, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, even surely
you would assume. I mean, like a lot of fans, or like at a different club, you would assume the last chance already took place, 2 weeks ago, basically. But
yeah,
I mean, surely this is the last chance.
You'd think so, you'd hope so, and this is like, we sound like broken records right now, but like you just said, at any other club, the guy would be gone. And it's as simple as that. There's some weird thing going on behind the scenes, obviously. Not really behind the scenes because we know it's about money and friendship at this point, which is sad to say at least. But we plug on to and march our way on to match day 8 with Bologna. There was some, I don't know, is it good news that Rabiot and Locatelli are going to be okay?
It's good news. It's good news because I'm not sure Miretti will make it. I mean, I read a few minutes ago that
sounded really dramatic, by the way.
That he will make it, but I don't know which condition he will make it. So I think it's good news that they're back. Also, kind of. I mean, it was falling apart, but it fell more apart when Rabiot, for some reason, is not playing. So I'm gonna say it's good news. I'm not sure. I don't think it's gonna fix anything or make anything worse than it is, or much better than what it is. So it's just we have more bodies, because we were short. That I will give Allegri. I won't give him that as an excuse for the way we play or perform. But players were dropping us like flies. Like everyone.
Yeah.
Suspensions, injuries. Against Monza, we had no one on the bench.
Yeah.
It doesn't excuse the performance, but we had no one on the bench.
You should still win. You should still beat Monza. Like we've been saying the past 2 weeks. We should have been this.
And with the international break, they left, they played. Imagine if we still, wouldn't have Locatelli or Rabiot. It's extra games, and I mean, they already look tired as hell. So
just before we continue on with the conversation, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. There's 26 in here right now. Make sure you get your likes in as soon as possible. And Ali Krayam, he's saying also, hey everyone, first time I'm joining the live stream. Great, welcome, buddy. We'll get some questions after. Once the conversation starts flowing more and we get into our main topics. You just talked about work rate and how we don't look like we have any from any players. Vlahovic's work rate today for Serbia, that was off the charts, what I saw.
You watched?
In the 90th minute.
You were watching? Oh, I thought you were watching Spain. Oh.
I watched a half each.
I didn't watch the second half, by the way. I watched the first
Okay.
half. That's all. I didn't watch the second half.
Okay, so I watched the first half of Spain, Portugal, and then I watched the second half of
Okay.
Serbia, Norway. I was about to call it Dusan, Holland. Um, but Dusan Vlavic's work rate is off the charts. They play with wing backs, so the one wing back on the right side got caught up the field in like the 88th minute or something. He got caught up the field, and then Dusan Vlahovic sprinted all the way back, got it into a defensive shape, and like nullified a counterattack, basically. I was like, dude, good for you. It's clear that he doesn't. No, I'm not going to say that because that's not fair. But he doesn't do that to that extent for Juventus.
I think it's much easier to do when you are having fun.
Yes.
Or like not even winning, of course, but like having fun. I think it's much easier. Like if you are losing, like if you're getting dominated week in, week out, like it is what it is. Like that's reality. Like your desire to track back and win a ball back kind of drops, especially for a striker. Like he hasn't scored an open play goal since match day 1. I think it is.
Open play? That changed.
Yeah, I mean for us. For us.
Yeah, for us. Yeah, that's right.
I understand his frustrations. Like it's not fun, and you can see it on the pitch. And he looks happy. I think didn't he have an assist also? But whatever.
He had an assist against Sweden the first game. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it helps. Like if everything goes well, you will do stuff you shouldn't be doing, but like you shouldn't be you shouldn't be looking at that, you know. If he does that for us on Sunday and we are losing, I will be coming on and I'm not gonna bring it. Like I'm not gonna discuss that because I'm like,
no,
you know. But he was playing well. They were winning, and you see that you're like, oh my god, you know, 2-0 up.
Yep.
88 minute. I didn't see it, by the way, but like you say 88 minute, 2-0 up.
Yeah.
He still does that. You know, that's desire. Like game's almost over, you know, still putting his shift in. But again, it's easy if you just score. or playing.
Everything's going the right way.
Because the first half it wasn't like I thought the way they played, I thought the way they started both, they were controlling the game. So I was confused because I thought Norway had 1 point more. So I was like, I don't know what was happening. Then I checked. I'm like, okay, that's obvious. They're just controlling.
Yeah.
And Norway was kind of okay the first 20 minutes. Nah, not maybe less. And then they took over, and he was playing well. Even Kostic, like he was playing well. He does what Kostic does. Like same thing. He gets that ball in, and he whips it in, and he has a great cross on him. I keep saying it. And that goal, he looked up, and there was Vlahovic, which is not really happening with us. To be
bodies in the box.
Yeah, like,
bodies in the box.
And even the first when I texted you, great save from the goalkeeper. If it wasn't Vlahovic, it was Mitrovic who was gonna head it in or whatever to the goalie. Their body in the box, or half bodies in the box. We don't, you know. And the moment we reach that box, or close in and around, you have a player like Cuadrado on it, and he has no clue what to do with it. Like that's the reality. That's just the reality. Like it is what it is. And in other games, I don't know what it is. Like everything's completely off. In other games, we ignore Kostic completely. Like the PSG game, the first half, I had no idea what the issue was with that side. It was forbidden. And in other games, it just doesn't come off because I don't think, for so many reasons, not that the crosses are bad, because I've seen him put him in good positions or like in good spots, but I think everything is off. Players like desire to get into the box, in and around the box, to make that run.
Yeah.
Like even when the first two, you know, crosses didn't come off, you're like, okay, third one, I'm still gonna attack that ball. Like everything is off, completely off. And when I watched this tonight, like it's on. Like it clicked. It clicked, and it's weird because they know each other. So I'm so confused why it's not clicking. for us. Because for us, they look completely off.
Because, well, the obvious answer is like, at least with Mitrovic occupying more space and he has, like, Vlahovic could be the trailer coming in. You know what I mean? Like, Vlahovic wouldn't be the main focal point.
But
like, with us, Vlahovic is the main focal point.
Okay, but I mean, that I get, and maybe that's why Allegri hinted to he can play with Milik up top, which I think they can, because when they did, it looked better than when Milik is not on that pitch. To be honest, it is what it is. But even if Milik is not playing, like, it shouldn't look that bad. Like, it shouldn't look that bad, because I believe.
No.
I think he's a great finisher, Vlahovic. If you give him the ball, he will, like, 7-8 out of times, that's a good return. He will put it in the back of the net. He will. I believe that. But he gets the ball in the most random positions for us, fighting defenders to basically keep possession, and he needs to get better in it. But I've said it many times, if he needs to do it 2 times a game, or like 4 times, he loses 2 times, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
But he needs to do that 10 times a game, and he loses it 5, 6 times. Then it looks completely off. It looks
bad, and then he loses confidence.
Yeah, and it looks so much. It looks like, oh my god, he's losing everything. But it's because it's so many times, and I don't think he's that type of player. He needs to be better at it. But I think he's like, screw this. Like, I had enough. Like, it's 9 games in the season, and I'm fighting for my life every single game. It's like, look at Fiorentina. Like, he was not playing like this.
No, man, he was never back to goal. It was he was, but he was running the channels.
But like, I've seen also so many not first touch goals, but like, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't need to control it 7 times, try to make space. Like, it was just there for him to basically put it in the back of the net. Like, that's not happening at us. It's not.
To go off that, so a bunch of our players went off on the international break. Can they take anything away from what they did with the national team and bring it back?
That's what I said like 2 weeks ago. Like, the only hope is they come back with good vibes. That's all. Like, because they were in the training, so nothing is gonna change on Sunday. Like, they will return. Yeah. Not even tomorrow, probably. Maybe if you, let's say,
like the Serbians will be back probably tomorrow, but they won't be practicing tomorrow.
Okay, so let's say Thursday.
Thursday,
the entire squad is there, maybe.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Like, nothing is gonna change in those few days. So the only hope is they picked up some good vibes, they picked up some confidence, and they just go out there and just purely based on individual brilliance. That's what I believe.
Again.
Like, that's the only hope. Because who wasn't training? No one. Like, the B players.
The Shilio,
Locatelli came back today. Rabiot came back today, and that's it. Who else? Like,
Moise Kean.
Yeah, like, so no one was in training. Like, the main guys were not there, so nothing is gonna change. Like, it's not that we play. We can play Bologna. We can play them off the park. Like, I won't be shocked. But we go to Milan and we will be played off the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll be like,
that one.
Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, that makes perfect sense for us this season.
By the way, sandwiched in between that is a Champions League game.
I saw our schedule for October. It's madness. Like, it's
crazy. I think it's 9. No, it was 9 or 10 games. I'm pretty sure.
If he survives this, then he's gonna turn it around. Like, if you survive this, and would survive, I mean, don't lose and win the, like, somehow still have a chance for the Champions League spot. Yeah, then you turn it kind of around, because that schedule is packed. Like, it's packed.
Yeah, it's
like
literally it's Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday this week, or sorry, next week,
and
that's what 3 games in 6 days.
I think I say, here, I have it. I saved it because
it's 2-5-8.
Let me see.
And then Champions League again.
Let me see, because I was confused. Like, when I saw that, I was like, huh? So we play Bologna, then we play Haifa midweek.
Yep.
We play Milan away. We play Haifa again midweek. We play Torino away. Then we have a week off, or like a week off. Yeah, a week.
You get no midweek.
No midweek.
No
we have
midweek.
Empoli.
Yeah.
And a few days later, Benfica. And a few days later, Lecce away. A few days later, PSG at home. And a few days later, Inter at home.
I was just saying, isn't it Inter, Verona, Lazio?
Verona, it's again midweek. Verona, Lazio, midweek. Oh no, Lazio's the last one. Excuse me. It's like our season could be completely done in a week. Like,
absolutely,
it could be completely done in 2-3 weeks time. Like completely. That's the danger.
Yep.
Which the club or like Agnelli opted to go with. Like he took a big gamble now. Because it can be like you can be.
Imagine he decides to fire Allegri after the Benfica game.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless, just, you know.
100% is pointless.
You can still
it's pointless.
You can still make top 4 because the league is not great. You know, it is what it is. Yeah. Like everybody's dropping points, but like it's. I
meant at that time.
It's a lost season.
Who's going to come in and like
say
I want this job and turn it around like.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but.
That's a negative outlook right now.
Like the schedule is not looking good. It's actually looking terrifying.
Yeah. And we're gonna cover it all.
Because to save your season, you have to win. You have to. I mean, of course, you have to win all games. Like Bologna, Milan, Haifa twice. Like if you wanna somehow still make it out of the Champions League. You need to beat Haifa twice, and you need to go to Benfica and win.
Yeah.
And I don't see what's doing that. We'll probably beat Haifa twice, like because if you don't beat him, I have no idea what's left for us this season. Like I know PSG had a tough first half, but like you should beat them home and away. Like I'm sorry, like if you don't beat them home and away, then what are we doing? And then Benfica away, I mean, like if you like actually,
good luck.
Like because it's not mathematical, but like I think every other club or like a lot of clubs will be like, if he drops out of the Champions League, other clubs will be like, you're done. Season 2, you don't even make it out of the group stage. I don't care if you're third place, 7 points, 6 points of up first place. That's not acceptable.
No.
After what happened against Villarreal last season. Like, that's absolutely not acceptable.
That's regressing.
And that's putting it nicely, right?
Yeah.
Regressing, I will be like, we still make it out of the group, but we lose to Sporting in the next round. So that's regressing.
Yeah.
Like, what we are doing now is just not even competing, like not even bothering to compete, you know, let alone losing to Sporting.
We're getting played off the park by Monza and Benfica right now. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to classify Benfica and Monza as the same thing, but like at home, Champions League must-win game played off the park. Away to relegation fodder, Monza played off the park. That's where we're at. So I think everybody should be back for this Bologna game, besides obviously Moretti, Chiesa, and Pogba. But those two, Chiesa and Pogba, are apparently are going to be. Wait, sorry, who did you say?
Andy Maria, he's suspended.
Oh, he's hurt, but he's still in training.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's allowed to train, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can train.
Pogba and Chiesa are apparently going to be ready for Milan. I say BS.
No, Benfica.
Did you not read that?
Benfica. No.
I thought it was. Wasn't Chiesa supposed to be back for Milan?
He could be back in training, but like not full training. Yeah. Like maybe I don't know, crawling, not even running. I don't know how it went from early September. Are there complications? So we will be ready. If like that makes no sense, unless someone was flying in early September.
No, you know what?
Then it makes sense.
We lost to Monza. That's what happened.
Yeah, but like it's still not acceptable. Like we are, like, or someone is lying, which I hope is true. I mean, in terms of early September, someone was lying. I hope that was the case. Yeah, I hope that was the case because it was early September. A sit back or like that kind of setback. You know, he had water in his knees or whatever it was, like something with water. It's not acceptable. Like, it's not normal that you that it's gone and it's going so smoothly. Not even 2-3 weeks later. Like, that's not acceptable. So that's worrying if that's actually the case, because that means they're rushing him back because we are desperate. And I'm putting it nicely. Like, it's worse than being desperate at this point if you do that, because you're taking a big risk. Because I believe the way Allegri speaks, he's banking his hopes on Chiesa, which is,
Yep.
I don't know what it is. Like, I cannot wrap my head around it. Like, and I'm not even like a top coach. I know if you have that kind of injury, you need time. You need time. Like, you cannot go back. You cannot come back from that type of injury out of nowhere and expect that player to carry your team. And it's not even like we're good, but like we need a bit more, I don't know, something up top. We need a few more goals. We need someone to carry this team basically at this point. Yeah, and that's not gonna happen. Like, that's actually
No.
That's not gonna happen. Like, Di Maria is not fit, you know? I mean, he's in and out,
No.
also issue. He's struggling to do it. What's gonna happen with a player who's been out for a year, who probably lost a lot in terms of fitness? Like, the fitness is not there. Like, no chance. Match rhythm, just the feeling of the game, you know, his speed, because I think he will be cautious at the beginning. Just purely because
100%.
he's a bit
Everyone would be.
scared. Yeah, like, it's normal. So I don't understand it all. Like, I'm so confused. It feels very. For me, it feels worrying. I'm happy that he's back, if he's back, but I'm very skeptical about it. Just based on Allegri's words.
Yeah. Like, he's at the point where, how long has it been? 9 months?
I think it was November, the Roma game. So, wasn't?
So what?
Wasn't it November, the Roma game?
No, he tore it in January.
Oh, yeah, it was January. It was January.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, so he tore it.
I thought it was
9 months.
I thought it was the start of December, end of November. So 9 months. Yeah.
No. We played those shit teams in December. That run of we won like 1-0, 2-0. We won like 5 games in a row.
Okay.
And then we had the Christmas break. Yeah. And then Chiesa actually started to do good. So it was January. So it's 9 months. If it's the end of January, like Hanin says there, and it's the end of September. Typically, a torn ACL recovery or rehab takes 9 months.
Yeah, so he could be back now, but like, I don't think he's. I don't know. I don't know about that Benfica game, because that could be an all or nothing game, which is even worse.
Yeah. Yeah. But us just talking about this right now, like, our season does stem on Chiesa's health.
Excuse me?
Like, our season depends on Chiesa.
I mean, Allegri's future, not our season.
I think our season. If Allegri's still going to be the coach?
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's his season. Like, if Chiesa comes back and he doesn't do the magic, he's done. I think someone comes in, we can still save our season. That's what I believe.
I saw a tweet today, by the way.
With save our season, I mean the bare minimum.
Yeah. I saw a tweet today about if Conte had Kostic as a wing back,
he will be cooking
in his classic 3-5-2. I was thinking, I was like, yeah, you're right. That would be sick.
He will, like, he's just a younger Perisic, basically. I mean,
yeah, that's what I was like, you know what?
Beat his man, I think, more frequently.
I was going to say Perisic is a lot better,
but
at, like, going at someone.
But like, Perisic also puts that ball into the box.
Yeah.
And it's not even playing. I thought, I don't know. It's a weird.
Perisic is playing.
not as much as I thought he would.
Well,
Be.
he's 34.
Yeah, but when he signed him, I'm like, yeah, he's the guy. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Or like, he's the main guy. He will start. That's
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought about that. I read it too. I was like, yeah, you're right.
yeah.
He'd be sick.
He'll be great.
And then, but then we're like, let's say Antonio Conte did come to Juventus. Where would he put Chiesa?
I have no idea.
Oof. Isn't that like something to think about as well? Because he's like your most prized asset after Vlahovic.
And the club makes no sense. Nothing with the clubs does make sense. So why would it?
People have answers here, by the way. 3-4-3 and right wing.
I would be shocked if a Conte makes those type of changes for an entire season, but longer than a season. Like Chiesa's gonna stay there for years, so
yeah,
it's not one season. I'm not really thinking about it because it's like the transfer news now. I don't want to.
Yeah. Oh my God. By the way,
I don't want to talk like we did that last season. It's fun, and then the word sources like total feature. I'm like, oh. I wish I had the time to, translate total fiche or what the hell that is, and like all those transfers. And then
total fiche, it means total transfers or something.
It means total shit because they were horrendous as a source. I opened the Gazzetta dello Sport and they had a story about Paredes. I'm like, I'm gonna read it. A lot of words saying absolutely nothing. Oh,
was it his ESPN interview or no?
No, it was about selling players in the summer or like free agents, and then it was about Paredes. Juve are thinking about his future. Maybe they won't redeem him. Like they don't just know. Maybe if they reach the goals, he's redeemed. Like, and the way they were
obligation.
Yeah, the way they were putting it, it sounds weird. I'm like, it's the end of September. Like I don't really want to talk about it. Like because I could have tweeted.
Or what about the
so much news?
What about the Pulisic stuff?
Yeah, I didn't even mention. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, that's shifting the attention away from what the real issue is.
The problem. Yeah.
Yes, we have some crap players, but like, that's not it.
I saw something as well about Romeo Gressy saying it's going to be a big market in January. I was like, there's no way he said that.
I don't know. I didn't like. I'm not watching Romeo's video. It's not transfer season, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like
I 100% agree.
He has his opinions about play, or like about the game. I will read his articles at times, but like I don't really care. If you know what I mean. And that goes with all journalists. Like that's an opinion, which is fair. Like I don't really care. So I don't want to talk about transfers. I don't even want to talk about who's gonna be the next coach because Allegri is still here. So I don't know what the point is. We can have 10 shows about Conte or I don't know who.
I feel like I've already done that.
I didn't do one, I think.
No. I feel like
I don't think I did one.
Last week I did how many lives did I do? Like 4 last week? I think every time was about the coach. I'm like, oh my God.
I don't think I mentioned one on a daily, and I think I said like I don't really want to talk about it. Also,
we did it on we did a podcast on it.
Oh, we mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I said. I said it on one.
Yeah.
I want something new.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I want something new.
By the way, I just want to make one comment about why we shouldn't pay attention to transfers right now. The one newspaper said we're looking for young guys like Grimaldo. And Grimaldo's 27.
Yeah, I saw that.
So like, let's just not do that anymore.
You did that last.
If Nico Scherer says something or Fabrizio Romano says something at this point in the season, then you should probably say, okay, let's take a look. Any newspaper, no.
To be honest, if the club was that busy with transfers now, I'll be even more worried. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
If so much, like if everything that comes out is true or like concrete for the summer, I will be very worried. I'm like, it's September. Yeah. Like, chill out.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but like, chill out. That's not the issue at the moment. That's why I skipped so many transfers. I didn't even have the energy. I read it. I'm like, I'm not gonna bother followers with that
100%.
crap.
100%.
I'm not. Because it's pointless.
People like the video. There's 50 in here. I don't know how many of the likes there are, but like it anyway. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share the video. We never say that, but share it. Share it with other people, so more people can come and watch. Yeah, so we're not getting a new coach. Our players did decently well on international break. We're going to Bologna on Sunday. Do you have any thought on the result at this point?
No. Not yet.
You're going to save it?
I think we will struggle. But I will see at the end of the week what I will say. But I think we will struggle. Because that's what we do. We struggle. That's our thing at this moment in time.
So now, so let's think about it again. Chiesa's hurt still. Di Maria's suspended for the match. Cuadrado's going to play right wing again, isn't he?
I guess. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. It could be everything now. He says Cuadrado cannot do it, but he plays him every week there, so.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is too funny.
Yeah. He calls him out in the media, then he plays him. It's confusing.
I actually enjoyed this international break. I don't know about you.
I did, because I watched I didn't watch the England game, Italy.
Yeah.
I had it on, but I was not watching at all. I just looked up when they scored. That's it. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
I cannot recall anything. I watched the game against Hungary, but not even full. I wasn't paying attention. I was doing stuff. Yeah. Second half, I was not even watching anymore because it's Nations League. And
hold on, let me ask the chat this. As Juventus fans, if you all 58 of you are Juventus fans, I don't know if all 58 are. Might be some trolls in here. As a Juventus fan, did you enjoy this international break?
But I did. There was no stress.
I did too. Yeah.
No stress. No stress. To be honest, after the Monza game, I was chill. Even my video, I was like, yeah, been here, done it. It is what it is. It wasn't like, oh, what is happening? We're having a 2-week or a monthly bad spell. What is happening?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we've been here, we've done it. If we lose on Sunday or we draw, I'll be like, yeah. Nobody will be shocked. I think nobody will be shocked if you don't win on Sunday. And if there are people still shocked, then it's your problem. That's on you.
Yeah.
But this break was usually I hate the break because I don't like national football. I just hate it. If it's a tournament, okay. If not, I just can't watch it. Quality wise, the most of the games are just not good. It's not fun. I cannot get invested.
I enjoyed it.
But now it was chill because I watched very little football. I was like, yeah, nice. 2 weeks off.
I watched a lot more. It felt like I watched Canada twice. I watched Italy twice. I even watched Serbia and Sweden. Today I watched Serbia. I was like, wow.
That I'm not doing.
Enjoying myself. I'm like, I don't give a shit who wins, who loses.
This week is a good week. I think, isn't it?
What?
City, Man U, and Arsenal, Tottenham also? Just in general.
Yep,
no?
that's this weekend. Yeah, that's this weekend.
Okay, and isn't it Inter Roma?
Inter plays Roma, I believe. Yep.
So it's a good weekend. We play
for the neutrals
Sunday last, so we can enjoy before we get stressed.
Yeah, we can watch Kulusevski ball out again. We can watch Cancelo ball out again, and then get mad. And then the next day, we can watch us shit the bed against bologna and cheese, a bologna sandwich.
I was thinking about the Cancelo thing and the Danilo thing. I was like, I'm already depressed. Imagine every time Cancelo gives an assist, tweeting out, oh my God, I don't have the energy for that.
Oh, it's those people on Twitter actually do that.
Every single time. We took an L. I wish I had so much energy to do it every single game. I think a lot of
How
people
long has
don't
it been?
even
3 years
watch.
now? Wait, isn't it 4 years now?
It could be. I don't think a lot of I don't think even people are watching Cancelo play. They see it on the timeline. They're like, oh, we swapped him, but I'm
Yeah.
like, oh boy, yeah, we took an L. Like, I mean, jeez, it's done. Like, it's done.
For that's like going back 10 years ago, and revert or going back on a transfer back then. Like even the Spinazzola Pellegrini one's a massive L, but like no one really brings it up.
Yeah, I don't bring it up because Spinazzola is like a walking J medical, so I don't really care. It's
No,
an
but I'm
L.
just saying, like
It's an L.
when
But
he's
like,
ready to rock.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like those few games in season, like that's not even gonna help us. Like, I'm sorry, it's good when he's fit, but like it's reality. It's a bad deal because Spinazzola is better than Pellegrini when fit.
Yeah.
But like, when is he fit, Spinazzola? How many games?
Yeah.
Does he reach 40% of the games being fit in the season?
He's been good this year so far.
Oh, that's good for him. Like, I hope he makes it because I like him. But like, over the since we made that swap is what it is. And someone saying, wow, so much pessimism. Now, I asked the chat many times. Now you're in here. Give me a reason to be optimistic. Because this far,
KBTV
season,
talking to you.
yeah, nobody could give me. When I asked the chat, nobody had something to be optimistic about. So I'll ask you. Give me something to be optimistic about. Maybe you'll be the first one to be like, yeah.
You can't even say Moretti now because he's hurt.
And that's not even being optimistic because he's like,
Yeah,
he's going down with the rest now at this point.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, it's not even exciting to basically watch him because I think he is getting dragged also a little bit with the team performances now.
100% he is, and that's expected. And he's 19 years old.
Yeah, he
so.
shouldn't be. Like, he should be in a team that's stable and where you can learn. Like, he shouldn't be the main guy at this point.
That's a good point from Shatterstart.
Oh, but you still can.
Maybe we haven't reached the floor yet.
Oh yeah, that's why.
We could reverse that.
When we lost at Monza, I'm like, this is not rock bottom. Like, it is not.
Yeah.
It's not, because you're still in everything based technically, so it's not rock bottom at this point. Optimism, to me, is that Juve will bounce regardless of the results. When Juve were dominating, people were still throwing tantrum that it was easy. Not me. We made it look easy because we were better. So, and optimism is not that Juve will bounce. That's kind of hoping at this point. It's not really optimism. Like, optimism to me would be like, the last few games we didn't pick up the results, but like we were so unlucky. We played well, you know. That's optimism. Like, it will click. It will click. We will turn it around. That's optimism. Like, me saying now we'll turn it around is hoping, is praying. I don't even pray. It's praying at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it's not optimism. It's just purely based on hope. That's it. Like, because nothing
100%.
they showed me this season tells me they're just gonna turn it around on Sunday.
Not even one passage of play has allowed me to say that. Not even once in the 9 games I've been like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like take that last game.
Yeah.
Like, even of the game before, like, what's there to hold on to? Like, there's nothing. Like, there's absolutely nothing, and you can see that on the players, like body language, taking an L, crying in front of the fans in the stadium, away fan, like it's just bad. Like, their body language tells us there's nothing to be optimistic about. Like, when you go actually cry in front of the fans, like, there's nothing to be optimistic about. Like, there is nothing. Like, I'm so, like, that's the main, like, that's the,
You're 100% right though. You're 100% right.
like, that's the biggest example of not being optimistic. Like, not me, the players. Like, Bonucci was crying. Danilo was almost at the point of crying. Like, they're not optimistic. They are desperate at this point. They have no clue how to turn it around. So I cannot be optimistic. I can hope, but not optimistic.
Yeah, that's you. That was perfect the way you just said that. We got grown men crying, and people want to be optimistic about something.
Yeah, and quote unquote leaders. Like they have been there. Like it's not Miretti or Sule or like what the hell is happening? It's Bonucci, Danilo. Like they won a lot, you know. They just won the Euros. Like Bonucci won the Euros. Like he won, I don't know, 8 titles with us. 8 because he left for 1 season. Like these guys are crying. Like
Danilo, who's won multiple Champions Leagues.
Yeah. So no, like, do you guys talk about the coaching stuff? Changes response? Do you think that? No, I didn't mention it because I don't really know. They changed something in the fitness.
No one's been fired.
They didn't change anything. Just gave the guy who was there some more responsibilities. Like,
yeah, no one's been fired. No one's been changed, really.
Good. They're going to stay fit maybe a bit more. Like, that doesn't mean we will have style of play on Sunday. And we'll start dominating game just because players can stay fit.
Maybe they'll sprint around for 30 minutes this time.
Yeah, that's absolutely, that's like your house falling apart and you're like, I'm going to paint it so it looks good. But like, it's falling apart, like the inside. But it looks good on the outside, like you paint it. It's still rotten. It's still gonna fall down at some point. But you paint it.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't really care about those changes. Like Romeo made a big tweet out of it. Like I was reading and I was like, yeah, that's nothing. Like they did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
They did nothing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, 100%.
I did mention it, but I think I said like I'm not sure what to do with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I read that tweet as well. I remember it was like a week ago, right? I think it was like literally last Tuesday or last Wednesday, and I saw these names. I was like, I don't even know who these people are. What are they gonna do? That and nobody got fired, so that doesn't change anything. Like, what responsibility is actually going to happen, or change in responsibility?
Yeah,
I get a pay raise and now he's ahead of someone else because that, like, I don't understand.
It's the same guy, by the way. He just he gets the responsibilities he should have gotten in the first place. They just give it's like I don't know what it is. Like you sign up to do a job, account it, and your boss said no, you're gonna clean toilets for 2 months now. And then they're like, yeah, now you can watch me do the books. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's gonna change for us. I'm not sure about it. So to answer the question, I don't think it's gonna help.
No. Until people are fired and replaced, nothing changes.
No, it's the same group. It's the same atmosphere. It's the same ideas. And I'm not saying sack that guy, by the way. Like I don't know who that guy is.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is, so I'm not saying sack him or like whatever. Like I don't know. But yeah, like I don't think it's gonna change anything. Like now, if let's say it's not happening, let's say they sack Landucci and the club said, "Nah, you need to work with this guy." Then I will be like, "Oh, that's a change, not a great change."
Oh, for an assistant, yeah.
I mean, or like Allegri sectors, like I'm saying something. I'll be like, that's a change, not the big change, but like maybe something could change, but like I don't know what they changed. You know that meme with the toothpick? It's that. Yeah. It's that. Like that's what happened.
Oh no! Clear the chat.
I cannot do it. Oh yeah, I can do it. I think I can do it.
You can do it?
Yeah, I did it.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so where do we want to take this now before we wrap up? Hello, Sisman. And then Ollie's saying maybe change the kitchen staff. Maybe McKennie would benefit. No, he has his own personal chef.
He has a personal chef?
Yeah, he's a personal chef.
He has one?
Yeah.
He's not doing a great job. I'm going to tell you that. Like, I don't know. Must be a body. Just random. Because he's not doing a great job.
He's Italian. He's Italian. I think Juventus literally hired him a chef. But...
Oh, Juve?
He's probably... What?
The club hired him one.
I'm pretty sure they did.
And oh my god, that's even worse.
I think, but when he goes to the USA, the guy doesn't come with him, the cook.
Okay, but like, what? I mean, what the hell do you do in 10 days?
No. I'm not saying international breaks. I'm saying for like the summer.
Oh, yeah.
So like, and I don't know if you watched some of the interviews he did with Paramount.
Yeah.
I don't know why we're bashing McKenny here.
No,
like,
no.
He's like, I want to put ranch on stuff. I was like, oh my god, dude. I get it, but
hey, that's not like, it's okay if you, like, some players can't take it. You know, they can eat more than like, it is what it is.
Yes.
That's how bodies work. You know, but I'm gonna bring something random up. Or like, not random. Like, I was watching Shannon and Skip, but it was months ago, and it was Leonard Fournette not turning up in shape for training camp, and
he's fat.
Yeah, but like, Shannon was like, they don't pay you to come to training camp and get in shape in training camp. They actually pay you to get in shape before training camp. That's the same with professional football. It's like, you need to be in shape.
Oh yeah.
You don't need to run for 90 minutes the moment you step in training ground. Like, I get that,
no.
You know, but like, your body needs to be in shape. Like, you shouldn't be arriving at the club like Hazard arrived at Real Madrid.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, that's very,
that was a chunky monkey.
That's unprofessional. I saw people going mad on social media saying, "Oh, but he has a life." I'm like, he has a life of a professional footballer. Like, that's what he chose. So it is what it is. Like, it's maybe a fucked up life, or like fucked up. I think when you're in it, you can deal with it easily. You know.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then you can see with players, once they retire, not all of them, but a lot of them, they go sideways. I'm like, yeah, enjoy your life. Like
Wesley Schneider.
Yeah, like, enjoy it. Like for 20 years or whatever, you ate very strictly. Yeah. Great. Like, do whatever you want now. But like, when you play that sport, like, you cannot turn up out of shape and be like, yeah, it's training camp. 2 weeks, I'm gonna work. I'm like, no. Like, when everything is gone in 2 weeks, you know, fat-wise, you're still not in shape fitness-wise, like match fitness, because you wasted a lot of time. And I just brought it up because that was a good point.
100%.
Because players get paid when they're on vacation, by the way. Like, they're still getting paid by the club.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we still need to be professional.
Yep.
I'm not saying go on vacation 3 weeks and eat a salad for 3 weeks straight. Like, I'm not saying that, but like, come on.
No, enjoy yourself, but go to the gym during the day and have a good lunch at night.
Yeah, that's what and I think, I don't want to bash McKennie because he's not the only one, because I actually do believe some players just skip it. Like, they just
skip what?
Like gym, like players like they go every single day still on vacation. I do believe some players, they just skip it for a week or two. Just like,
I believe
not really.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the way some turn out. Not at our club, by the way. Not just at us.
Yeah.
Like, in general. I'm like, yeah, you did absolutely nothing for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I brought up McKennie because of the kitchen staff stuff, but like, again, he's probably starting on Sunday because of prior injuries and whatnot.
How did he play? Someone in the chat. I didn't watch the game.
He was not good in their first game when they lost 2-0 to Japan.
Okay. I didn't even.
The first game today, I forgot who they played. I can check that. Really quick. I didn't watch them.
Arabia.
I didn't watch how he played. I think they played the same time as Canada, so I couldn't watch.
Yeah, I asked the chat if I don't know if anyone watched United States play. I'm not sure.
It looks to me like he was the worst midfielder.
Okay, that's good for us on Sunday. Nice.
He played 76 minutes. Got dispossessed 3 times. And he had 6 passes into the final third.
Nice. But if Locatelli's back, if Rabiot's in training, he will start. Paredes will play.
Yeah, no. But my point is, now Moretti's out, I think McKennie keeps the spot.
Like that. Oh yeah. But again,
because I've you know where I'm at with Quadrado.
How?
Like how I'm done. Like
I'm done.
Like
but
he's bottom of the barrel for me. McKennie's like right there now. I don't even care if he scores a goal against PSG. That doesn't change my mind.
You know what it is with McKennie? He will have a good period. He will. I'm 100% sure, and people will glance.
We'll say, yeah.
Not glance. They will overlook all his deficiencies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They won't stay, real to what he actually is. And he is a bench player at best. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you want to win things, bench player at best. Remember in the summer when there were talks about if it's 30 million and people were saying no? I'm like, you guys are insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Like, you're insane. It was like the Savage Locatelli debate at the time. I'm like, this is madness. Like 30 mil for McKennie.
Oh man.
30 mil for McKennie. You pick him up, you drop him off. And that goes for a lot of players, by the way, not just McKennie,
Yeah.
I'm just saying McKennie because he comes up now. It is what it is. Yeah, I like people know what I think about McKennie. Like, I cannot watch him play. If he plays without touching the ball, nice. But if he needs to control it, pick up a player, I'm done. Like, I know it's gonna be a madness because he cannot play. Like, he just doesn't see things. Like, he just doesn't see it.
If he's arriving when the ball's getting crossed in, I'm like, okay, good job, because I know he's probably going to score. But if any other part of the game, it's not good. Like, nothing is good about it.
No, it's atrocious at times. Like, and I know.
Who do you think? I'm going to ask you this question. Like, honestly, who do you think is better, Thomas Rincon or Weston McKennie?
Okay.
Okay, let's think like Juventus is Rincon.
To be honest, I didn't have any issues with Rincon. I knew what he was at the time. Like, I knew what he was. Like, but we were a good team, or like a better team at that time. So he will look better. Like, he will look better.
Okay.
But like, he was more efficient. Maybe that's a lie because
people in the chat
scored goals
people
for
in
us.
the chat.
He has been decisive for us.
Rincon? Okay, let's change it up a bit. Sturaro or McKennie?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, the first 2 seasons of Sturaro, I'll take Sturaro. But after that, it's just McKennie. Like, he was McKennie. After those first 2 seasons, and maybe 2 was already. Yeah. Like, after that, he was just Italian McKennie. Like, on the ball.
Do we rate? Yeah.
No idea what
do we rate Sturaro at all?
No, I don't rate Sturaro. Like, he came out of nowhere.
What the F is McKennie doing here?
Okay, we were gonna get clipped. I don't take it back because the first 2 seasons Sturaro was okay. Like, I knew we had a great squad. Like, I was okay with it. Like, when Sturaro played, but then he took the when we were expecting a little bit more of him, he played more. You were like, okay. That's it. Like, he's not that guy to play more games. And I have the same feeling with McKennie. I have basically the same feeling. Like, when you ask more from him, and with more, I mean basic things like link up play, just pick up a ball. Like, I'm not asking him to beat his man, put him into the box, and whatever. Like, I'm not asking him to do that. Like, simple things: control the ball, make an easy pass. He doesn't do that. I have no idea how he fails to do that, but he managed to do that. He manages, and this season, like every game, it gets worse. Like, I'm like, it cannot get worse. Next game, first minute, he gives the ball away. I'm like, okay, it's getting worse.
Like, against Monza, how many times did he try and spin around and pass the ball to the right back, but he just passed out of bounds, either playing away behind him or way in front of him.
Yeah, and I'm even saying, imagine asking him to play as a winger. It doesn't matter where you play him at this point. He
starts as a central midfielder.
Yeah, but like, even if okay, wing, like, I get it, wing.
Yeah.
So, like, he's on the ball. He's bad. Like, you don't need to be like, as a winger. The basic stuff. Like, you can play as a winger, as right, like the basic stuff. He's messing up the basic
Just
stuff.
pass the ball 6 yards.
Like, and people think I'm exaggerating. Like, you can rewatch the games, you know, and clip things. You can clip, like, it's the basic stuff. I'm not saying if he's on the wing, I expect him to be one of the best wingers out there. Like, I don't. Like, I still expect him to control the ball, stay calm, pick out a player. Like, he cannot do it. I'm sorry. And at this moment in time, no. And when he starts and Cuadrado starts, most of the time on the same side.
Shit show.
I'm like, oh boy. Like, this is...
People were rattled when Rabiot and Sandro started together. I think Cuadrado and McKennie at this time might be worse. Also, by the way, when Atletico Madrid had played their central midfielders as right midfielders, like Koke or whoever, Saul at the time.
That was...
No, I'm saying they're
but
good players technically on the ball. Like they can make an 8-yard pass.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's my point.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
like just because you ask someone to do a different role doesn't mean they can't. They just trip over the ball and pass out of bounds.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't expect him to be this man for 90 minutes.
Yeah,
because I know what he is. But like, I mean, if you play at this level, I expect you to do the basic things consistently for 90 minutes. He cannot, and people think.
The Monza game again. Like he couldn't play the ball, a simple pass over the top, and send people on a breakaway. I forget who it was.
Yeah.
He couldn't raise the ball.
That was.
He couldn't raise the ball.
That was. And KB is saying the question should have been Pereira or McKennie. Well, that's easy because
that's a no-brainer.
I love Pereira. Like I liked him. I was mad that he got so few minutes at a certain point. I was like, because he was impacting games.
That was a proper good squad player.
Yeah, because he impacted a lot of games. Like he could change a game because technically he was good. He was very good technically. He was energetic. He was dynamic. That's no debate. It's Pereira for me. Yeah, he does.
That's why I said Sturaro.
He does score. Like that's what McKennie is good at. Like, I mean, if he's at his peak, scoring goals, like get into the box without getting involved that much in the build-up.
Yeah, he's the late man in the box. He's a Frank Lampard wannabe.
Jesus Christ.
I'll say the goals again. He scored. He scored against Barcelona at the Nou Camp. He scored against PSG at the Parc des Princes, and he scored against Milan at the San Siro.
No, it was Inter. The Coppa? Super Coppa?
No, he scored against Milan.
Also against Inter.
Well, he might have scored against Inter too. I forget that one.
Oh, yeah.
Like he scored against Milan. Like impressive resume to score goals with, but like you passed out of bounds against Monza 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
That's the crap that drives me nuts. Yeah, go score your goals, but make a 5-yard pass.
Yeah, he's never gonna change. Guys, please like the video. That's why I said in the summer.
6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll wrap it up. When people were saying no, don't sell them, or like maybe, I was like, and I was one of the, like, not the only one, but like the moment
I agree with you. I said sell them.
The moment I saw rumors, even when it was 25, 26, I'm like, yeah, do it. Like, I don't know what the issue is. Like, he's a squad player at best. Like, if you can upgrade, then, yeah, no-brainer. If someone comes in and he gives us money for Paredes and we can upgrade, I'm like, ciao. Like, if someone comes in, and that was the argument, and he gives us money for Locatelli and we can get Savage, I'm like, goodbye, because I think Savage is a better player.
Yes.
And I want to win. I do, like...
It has to be an upgrade, though, like you said.
Yeah, it's an upgrade. In a perfect scenario, we, like, get Savage, keep Locatelli. But the scenario was, like, you get him, but you need to let him go. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but you still do
it. Savage is a better player, so yeah, I'll do it. I'm not saying Locatelli shit. I'm not saying that. But if someone comes in and gives you Mbappe, but you need to give up Vlahovic. I think a lot of people will give up Vlahovic.
No, you better give up Vlahovic.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm exaggerating now, but you know what I mean. Because a lot of people say, no, I don't want Mbappe, I'll keep Vlahovic. No, that's how it is. Like, if you can upgrade, then you upgrade. In a perfect world, you keep both, or you have both. Yeah. But we're not in a perfect scenario. That was what I was saying at the time. You know.
Yeah. No, 100%.
That's what we are now. Now we need to deal with it. You know, we need to do smart deals now.
Yeah.
Cheap deals.
Yeah.
And hope they work out. Which
back to the old ways.
Yeah, which is only gonna work with a healthy coaching setup, everything. Because if it's a mess and you bring youngsters, like even in Dika, it's not a youngster. Like if you bring him in the mess of a squad, he's gonna look messy as well.
Yep.
So that's why I'm not entertaining transfer news at this point, because you can bring whoever you want.
Yeah, the coach is the coach, though.
Yeah, it is what it is now.
Ilic from Hellas Verona in Serbia, good player. Tidy. Bring him in. 6 mil.
Yeah, like those were like Barak. I think those players will help us more than spending 40 mil for, I don't know.
Don't do it.
Don't.
I thought you were going to say Raspadori.
Oh, no. Brekalo.
Oh, Brekalo was good. Well, he's nice and tidy too. But like I don't think he's at.
You know what it is? If you bring up those names, a lot of fans will cringe. They will be like, "Oh, what the hell is happening?" You know?
Yeah.
Because they want. I don't know.
No, but when I said Ilic, he's 21 and he's he's played in Serie A and he's played at the Man City Academy. Yeah. Like he's got pedigree to him.
I think we need to go into a different direction now, because we don't have the money to go big, and I don't think that's the way to go at this moment in time. We need to build, and you need to create a core of people who will be here for the next 4 or 5 years and grow with each other. I don't think bringing a lot of players in who already are at their peak, or you know what I mean? I don't think that's gonna help this team. You need a few, of course. But I think we need something different. That's why I gave this transfer season. What did I give him? A 6, something like that.
Something like that.
I was a bit let down.
Yeah.
The direction we went in, you know, for the games
because
out there.
we did exactly the opposite of what the plan was last year.
Yeah.
We won't get into it again because you can go watch our thoughts, because the Mercado did stink if you big picture it. The best player we got was probably Bremer.
The last comment said we need to have the same rebuild we had in 2012 when we got Vidal, Asamoah, Chichimatu. I remember when we were signing Vidal, I was like, who? Because I didn't watch him at Leverkusen, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, who?
I knew about him. I was
like, who? I was like, Asamoah. I was like, from that season, the only guy I was hyped about, not hyped, I was like, okay, it was Lichtsteiner. I was like, he's going to help us a lot.
From Lazio.
You know, he's going to, Asamoah, I was like, maybe. I liked Vucinic, but I was like, but those players were cheap. They were very cheap.
Yeah.
And again, in this market, there will be like 25, 30 million, not 10, 12. It is what it is. That's how it is now. But all those players had nothing. They came in a team with nothing. They built with each other. That's it. Yep. Because in that team, nobody won besides Buffon, Del Piero, like properly won.
Yeah.
Like not a Serie B title or a cup, like actual winners. There were 2, and Del Piero wasn't even the main guy. I mean, for Conte. It was just Buffon.
Was Barzali there yet?
Yeah, he came in, but he won. He won, but like, he won.
Bit player. Yeah.
He won. But like, we built, like, and everybody was expecting it. It took time. We took off immediately. I'm not gonna say it's happening now, Like it all worked perfectly. But we built something from nothing with nothing players basically at the time. Okay, we got Pirlo, excuse me. Forgot that he won. Shit.
Well, he was nothing at the time though.
Yeah. Okay, I was hyped, but I didn't
He
mention
was
Pirlo.
like,
But when Pirlo came in, I was like, yeah, he's gonna do well because he's Pirlo. I know Milan were like, but I was still like, I cannot believe they let him go for free.
that was when I was like, he was nothing because they basically said get the hell out.
I couldn't
believe it. I was like, wait a minute.
I couldn't believe it. I remember the day he got announced, it was in newspapers. So like, this is not gonna happen. Like they're fooling us. Like they're not gonna let him walk for free to us. Or like I was like, he's not joining us from Milan. Why would he?
Yeah. When he could have went to Barcelona all those times and whatnot,
I still couldn't believe he. I'm so confused about that transfer that actually happened.
That one and the Tevez one blew my mind.
The Tevez one also because he was going Milan and then we, convinced him, which is a bit weird because we were the better team at the time. But like, you know what it is. Like I was like, okay, out of nowhere. But the Pirlo one at that time was like, oh boy. But even if we signed Pirlo, I wasn't like sitting there and I'm like, we're gonna win the league. Like we just finished 7th twice.
Yeah.
Like new stadium, like just vibes, like good atmosphere. That was my hope. It was a good atmosphere.
New coach. Yeah.
Yeah, and Nina's saying because of Conte, like he knew how to rebuild. I don't think he came in and he was like, we're gonna win the title.
No.
I think he mentioned that. And in one of his interviews a few years back, he was like, it was just to stable the ship, build something, and then, everybody, believed and we took off. Everything clicked, and he gets a lot of credit. Like, a lot of credit. And Marotta for getting those players.
Yep.
But they talked with each other. Lichtstein and all those players, they fit what he wanted to do, like a glove.
Yep.
At this moment in time, I don't think that's the case. Because we changed.
No change, no.
Pratic, Marotta left, Pratic comes in, Cherubini comes in. Now there's talks about getting a sporting general manager to help Cherubini. Like, all those things tell me they're not on the same page. They're not.
100%. And then you're going to add another voice to dismantle the management as well.
And that's what Romeo said. Like, an unhappy, unstable club. An unhappy, unstable club on the pitch. If the management is not on one line, and again, you can be on one line and it can fail, but at least okay, it's failing, we need to step off it. We failed, we made a mistake. But now it's like one is saying this, the other one is saying that. It's a mess. Complete mess.
Enough. But yeah, we'll end it there. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a Q&A with the chat.
Yeah, we'll do a Q&A.
Tomorrow we'll do a Q&A with the chat because it's still technically not, we're not gearing up for the game yet for Serie A, match day 8. But we'll do a Q&A tomorrow. Then we have the After Dark on Thursday if Justin is alive and sober. And then Friday we're going to have another live. And then Saturday we might have a earlier pregame show. Right?
I need to check. I guess.
Yeah, okay.
My week is a bit messy.
That's our tentative schedule for now. But for now, thank you all for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All that fun stuff. Share the video if you can. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at bianconerizone. Follow Alejandro at AlejandroBZ on Twitter. Follow Justin Sofro at Justin Sofro on Twitter. Follow myself at Gennady151 on Twitter. And we'll see you tomorrow. Ale, do you have anything else to say?
No. Tomorrow we'll be back. Wait, what day is tomorrow? Wednesday, yeah.
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
We will be back tomorrow with a live and a daily. So
go to sleep, Ale. Ciao, everybody.
Ciao.